Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Minimum Wagers Kitchen. Today I'm going to be making you some yummy cinnamon roll cupcakes. Yum! I'm really excited to make this recipe for you today. These are so yum. They really do taste like cinnamon rolls. This is also an easy recipe, and I'll also show you how to make the cream cheese frosting that goes with this, and that will be a cinnamon cream cheese frosting for the cinnamon roll cupcakes. Alright, so let's go ahead and start with our ingredients. So for today's ingredients, we're going to go ahead and use 1.5 cups of granulated sugar, 2.25 cups of just regular flour. Let me not spill this. 1.25 cups of milk, half a stick or half a cup of softened salted butter, 3.5 teaspoons of baking powder, 6 tablespoons of just regular vegetable oil, 4 teaspoons of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of allspice, and 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And for the cupcake cinnamon roll swirl, we're going to go ahead and use half a cup of brown sugar. I've also gone ahead and added 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon and a pinch of salt. That we're going to go ahead and set aside for later. Let's go ahead and get our ingredients put together here. So we'll go ahead and start with the dry ingredients, and let's go ahead and dump our flour right in a medium-sized bowl. Next is going to be our baking powder, the allspice, and a pinch of salt. Alright, so next I'm going to just go ahead and get these all mixed in. That way the cinnamon is well blended and your baking powder is well incorporated into the dry mix. Alright, let me show you here. Yeah, kind of a beigeish, peachy color, I suppose. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and set this aside. So now we're going to go ahead and cream the butter and the sugar together until it's super nice and fluffy. It's about 2-3 minutes for that. And I also have the little hand mixer here as well. So I'm going to go ahead and dump my sugar in as well. Next, I'm going to go ahead and grab my mixer, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and push the paddles down on the butter. That'll help it so that you don't get sugar everywhere. I always advise start on low on the mixer just because that way it's just a little bit easier to deal with. So I'm going to go ahead and start mixing here, and I will put my hand over it because I had a couple little butter chunks fly out already. So let me show you what it looks like here. And that's just maybe like 20-25 seconds or so. Looks more like pastry dough. Let's go ahead and blend it some more until it's nice and fluffy. Alright, so let me show you here real quick. Should look like, yeah, pretty much nicely creamed. Alright, so next we're going to go ahead and add the eggs. And just give this a quick, little stir, scramble, dump that in, the veggie oil, vanilla extract, and the milk. Alright, now I'm going to just go ahead and grab the mixer, medium, woo! And then start really giving this a good stir. That way everything is well incorporated. That took no time at all, and that's pretty much ready to go. Alright, so next I'm going to go ahead and add all those dried ingredients that we already mixed together slowly into the batter, and I will go ahead and use that little hand mixer as well. Alright, so I went ahead and mixed all the ingredients together, and I'll show you the batter. And I've done this batter yield before, So I did use that vanilla cupcake batter that I used previously on the holiday cupcakes video. And for that one, it has quite the yield. So this will actually make quite a bit of cupcakes here. So yeah, very excited to make these for you. And that batter smells really, really good. So next step is going to be turning on our oven at 350. And I'll go ahead and let that preheat while I go ahead and get these going for cupcakes. Alright guys, let me go ahead and show you how to put these together in the muffin liners. Today I'm going to be using just a little cookie scoop. So easiest way to do this is go ahead and grab your batter and scoop out one scoop and just drop it in the liner. There you go. Super easy that way. Also too, that way if you do need to add a little bit more, it's much more manageable, so that way. And today I'm filling these up to 3/4 of the way. That way you still get the little dome, but it's not overboard and it's not covering this part, which a lot of times will burn your cupcake. I'm going to go ahead and get these all finished here and ready to go in the oven. See you in a few moments. Alright, so I've gone ahead and filled these up 3/4 of the way here, and I'll show you. And since I had a little bit extra, which this is actually making about 22 cupcakes, so you know, kind of a little uneven. Really 20, but 22. So I ended up putting these in little tins. So we'll go ahead and see what happens to these, but I'm hoping they're like little cakes. We'll see. Little experiment there. All right, now for the brown sugar mix portion. So now I'm going to go ahead and mix that brown sugar, the cinnamon, and that pinch of salt together here. This will give it that cinnamon roll flavor too. Now that we have our mixture mixed together, there you go. What I'm going to do is, there are some pieces here that are pretty big, so I'm just going to break them up with my hand. What we'll do is, we're going to grab a pinch of the mixture here, and that's maybe like 1/4 teaspoon or so. We're going to go ahead and add a pinch on top of the cupcake batter. Alright, now that we've got all the cinnamon mixture onto our cupcakes here, so the next step will be swirling the brown sugar into the batter. And really, you can use a toothpick, you can even use just a regular meat thermometer like this. This actually works really well. So I'll show you how to do this. And it's kind of nice that I went ahead and did one of these smaller ones here, so I can show you. All you have to do is swirl. Let me show you real quick here. So all you have to do is just give these a little swirl. And that way too, you'll get a little bit of that brown sugar texture in there. A little bit of that cinnamon. So I'll go ahead and do the rest of these, and then we'll go ahead and pop these in the oven. All right, let's go ahead and pop these in the oven. And again, that's at 350, and it's going to be for about 20 to 25 minutes. All right, see you in a few moments. Let's make some cinnamon roll cream cheese frosting. All right, so for ingredients today, I'm going to be using 3½ cups of confectioner sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, a 1/2 stick or a 1/2 cup of softened salted butter, And then for our sugar and spice mix, it's going to be 4 tablespoons of cinnamon. That's also going to be 1 teaspoon of allspice, and then a half cup of brown sugar. And go ahead and just mix that up. We're also going to be using 4 ounces of softened cream cheese, about 2 to 4 tablespoons of milk, and for our last ingredient, that's actually going to be a 1/4 packet of instant vanilla pudding. That's going to help thicken up the frosting, and it'll also give it a little bit more of that vanilla flavor as well. So we're going to go ahead and add all of our dry ingredients together. So let's go ahead and add our pudding mix, and that's into the confectioner sugar here, and that's also the cinnamon, the allspice, and the brown sugar as well. Go ahead and set aside your dry ingredients. So we're going to go ahead and start with our wet ingredients. So for our butter, so I went ahead and dumped the butter in here already. The next step is going to be adding that cream cheese as well with the butter. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and sink my paddles over here into the butter or the cream cheese just to have something to start with. And I'll start it on low. Make sure you put your hand over your bowl so that way it doesn't get everywhere. And what we're going to do is we're going to incorporate the butter and the cream cheese together until it's well mixed. Alright, so that took no time at all. Alright, here comes the fun part. If you're in a pinch and you don't have enough bowls, what you can do is go ahead and mix all your dry ingredients really well. And now you can add a little at a time half of the powdered sugar mixture. Alright, so we'll go ahead and start on medium. Now that I have the powdered sugar with the butter and the cream cheese. And in no time at all, you'll start seeing frosting. So, next up, I go ahead and add my vanilla extract and my 2 to 4 tablespoons of milk. Go ahead and mix these in on low as well, just to get it incorporated into the mix. Alright, so I got the rest of that powdered sugar here and mix that we started with. And I'm going to go ahead and hold on to the rest of that milk just in case. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this frosting and mixing everything together. Then I'll show you what it looks like. Alright guys, let me go ahead and show you what this frosting looks like. And it really does look like cinnamon roll frosting. Let's give this frosting a taste. That is good. And we're also going to let it sit overnight. The reason being is because of the cream cheese has been sitting out and that brown sugar. It's a little bit crunchy right now. By tomorrow morning, with the pudding mix and everything else, it'll have a nice consistency. That way it'll be perfect for piping our cupcakes. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and frost these cupcakes tomorrow morning. So I'm going to go ahead and just cover this with a little bit of saran wrap, put it in the fridge overnight, and then go ahead and fill up my piping bag in the morning when I'm ready to go to start frosting our cinnamon roll cupcakes. Right, now that our frosting is done and in the fridge, I'm going to go ahead and get these frosted tomorrow morning. In the meantime, these cupcakes are ready to come out of the oven, so let's go ahead and check these out. Oh my gosh, you guys, these look so good. Look at that! Yay! And that way too, you see a little bit of the brown sugar on top, so you'll get a little tiny bit of that texture. But yeah, look at these guys. These look awesome. Came out really nice. Yeah. Oh, it smells so good. So I'll go ahead and pop these in the fridge overnight in a container. And then tomorrow morning, I'll go ahead and show you how to frost these. Alright you guys, my audio is going to be a little bit wonky just because my microphone decided to die on me. So, hey, it happens. But I did want to show you these guys. Those were in those little tins that I had earlier. And it's like, it looks like a muffin top, except a cupcake top. So these came out super cool. And of course, these guys as well. I mean, besides being so yummy, oh, they smell so good. I can't wait to frost these tomorrow morning, and I really wish I had time today, but, you know, stuff to do. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and hold off on trying these until tomorrow, and tomorrow I'll go ahead and show you how to frost everything. Hi guys, it's the next morning. Let's go ahead and frost some cupcakes. Alright, so here are all of our cupcakes from yesterday. And these obviously are all cooled down. I really love these little cupcake tops. Those came out so cool. But yeah, got quite a bit out of this. And then another tray. And of course we've got our frosting here. I've gone ahead and just give it a quick stir after, just to make sure that it's going to be manageable. And that's going to be to go ahead and put into the piping bag. I also have a little bit of the leftover cinnamon, allspice, little pinch of salt, and then the brown sugar mix as well. Make sure you save a portion of the topping here. You'll have a little bit left over. Just set it aside for the next morning, and I'll show you at the end what to do with this. Alright guys, so I went ahead and got my cinnamon roll frosting in a piping bag, and today I'm using a very large star tip. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is, I'm going to go ahead and start from the outside. Go ahead and hold on to the top of your piping bag. You're going to start squeezing, and you're going to want to hold on to this part as well. So we'll go ahead and start from the outside. And then we'll just go ahead and go around. And there you go. And I'll show you here what they'll look like. I'm going to do another one for you here so I can show you how to do this. Again, just go around the whole cupcake. Basically, you're outlining it, and then you're just going to go ahead and fill the rest in, going around in a circle towards the end. And there you go. Now, let me go ahead and show you. Yeah, it gives it that cinnamon roll look. And of course I got icing all over me, but that's alright. Alright, so let's go ahead and ice these little cupcake tops too. These are so cute, and I'm so happy they turned out super easy too. Wow. Never knew, just use a cupcake liner and, you know. So we'll start again from the outside with this as well. And again, we're just outlining and then going in a circle. And towards the middle. And boom, there you go. That looks more like a cinnamon roll. I think those are super cute. That turned out so cool. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do the last one here, because we only have two. Man, I should have made more. Alright, and there you go. That's so cute. I love these. Alright, so here, let's take a look. Super cute. Look at that. Whoop! It'll be really fun after we go ahead and top them with our little bit of our leftover topping as well. That way they'll have more of that cinnamon roll look. Alright guys, so I'll go ahead and finish frosting these, and then I'll show you how to put on the topping. Alright guys, so I'm back, and now these are all frosted, so let me go ahead and show you real quick. Ooh. Then I got this tray as well. Finish that one. And of course, those really cool cupcake tops. Those came out so fun. All right, so let me go ahead and show you how to put the topping on here. One trick too, if you do have pieces of brown sugar, like chunks of brown sugar, go ahead and use a fork and just go through, and then that way it'll be easy to kind of smash that up. Now we're ready to add the topping here. For the topping, super easy. Let me actually get this a little bit closer so that way you can see here. And all we're doing is we're just going to go ahead and sprinkle around. And I'm really trying to give it a little bit of kind of like that homemade cinnamon roll look. This will also give it some nice texture as well. It'll give it a little bit of that flavor initially when you're biting into that cupcake. And what I like to do too is just put a little tiny extra right on the center. And I'll show you here in just a few moments what they look like. Look at these! Isn't that fun? I think these are awesome. And I can't wait to try these. I'm going to go ahead and finish sprinkling the topping on all the rest of the cupcakes here, and then I'll show you what they look like and give these a taste as well. Well, look at all of these, and I'm really going to try not to drop these because these are going to a dinner tonight, so I'm going to be quite careful here. But look, yeah, these came out so cute, and let's not forget our cupcake cups that look like cinnamon rolls. And that was totally by accident, so I think that was a very cute accident, so hey! Alright, and then of course, let me go ahead and show you a little close-up of that. Yeah. So yeah, definitely. These were a lot of fun to make, and I can't wait to try these, so let's go ahead and try it out, shall we? Well, this is so cute, and oh, it smells so good. Just like a cinnamon roll, so I cannot wait to try this. Alright, well, let's give it a go. Let me go ahead and get this paper off of here. That way too, I'm gonna break this apart for you so take a look at the insides. Ooh, yum. Ooh, nice and moist. Delicious. And that frosting too. A little bit of that topping to get that texture there. All right, well, I'm super excited about this, so let's go ahead and give this a taste. And I'm getting frosting all over, but hey, what the heck? Cinnamon rolls. Wow. That is really good. There's something about the vanilla pudding that really complements everything. And when you're mixing all the ingredients, including the cream cheese, that cinnamon, the allspice, that pinch of salt as well, oh my gosh, it really does give it that cinnamon roll flavor. In fact, I'm gonna have to have another piece here because I'm really liking this. So I went ahead and just ripped off the whole top of this. Let's give this another try. I really like the crunch of the topping. It's the reminiscent of like the inside of a cinnamon roll, where you have all those spices and everything, that brown sugar and the butter as well. Wow, this is dangerously good. Well, you guys, that was so good, and I'm so glad I made this recipe. I really hope you get to make this and share it with your friends and family as well. And if you like this video, go ahead and click like, and don't forget to hit subscribe. That way you can find more videos. Well, you guys, I had a great 2 days making these for you, and I really hope you get to enjoy making these as well. And let me know what you think about the recipe in the comments. Well, you guys, thanks so much for joining me today. I'll see you next time on the next Minimum Wagers Kitchen. See you next time. Bye. 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 Bye.